Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Broncos going up against the Chargers.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a run with Anderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. Being chased out. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, 45 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, Anderson. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw, Simeon. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Kamara trying the right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On play action, Cousins. Dancing to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. Dances by him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. First and 10, Simeon. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3rd down now, it's C.J. Anderson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd. Third and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No, check.
Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run for it. Anderson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Simeon now on second down. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long. It's Simeon. Forced out to his left. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good pickup there, a 22. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Anderson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
On second down, here's Simeon. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Let's go.
Now Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To Anderson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Simeon. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Kamara. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Kamara, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down, 9 yards to go. They run it again with Anderson. C.J. Anderson, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 71 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, with one broken tackle.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Simeon. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, back down, Philly. Here we go. Set. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coney Ely in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. And this one through the uprights and good. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Chargers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on first and 10. Here's Simeon. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Simeon. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Cousins. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Cousins now on second down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a give running left with Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Doesn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Getting the call is Anderson running left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Shift together here from the D-line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down following the run. Now it's Simeon. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
On 3rd down, it's Anderson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And partner, this first week, this first game.